very warm welcome and thank you so much for watching another exciting episode of WTV Sports Center. Always a pleasure being your host. My name is Elijah Mwangi. Today we have a great show that is lined up for you. We're going to tell you about the KCB Voi Safari Rally. You need to know more about that, and we have the details as well as the Kenya Premier League. And remember, Tusker is sitting pretty at the top, but for how long? We have the details. Welcome to the program, and remember you can always join the conversation online. On Twitter you'll find us at WTVKE. Use the hashtag SportsCenter so that you're in a position to track your conversation. Now, Taita played host to this year's KCB Voi Safari Rally Championship, and of course at least 34 drivers are expected to do their best in this championship. Among them is one legend, Ian Duncan. Here is more on that story.
Rally is starting at Wundani at 7 a.m. That means the first car will leave Wundani at 7 a.m. to start the first competitive stage, which is called Kishushe. Kishushe will run for 32.8 kilometers, after which the cars will travel to the next stage, which is a spectator stage, just nearby in Wundani up there. The spectator stage is going to be 0.6 kilometers, and that is where they will start competitive stage 3 at Maungu, which is for 40 kilometers. Then from there travel 5 kilometers to the fourth stage, again inside Maungu, which is 13 kilometers. From there they will drive another 7.5 kilometers to the main service B, we call it, at Maungu. From here they will repeat CS3 and 4. So now on our schedule that becomes competitive stage 5 and 6 inside Maungu. The total competitive distance is going to be 194 kilometers, to be exact, 194.4 kilometers. According to our rules, again, we are required to have 50 to 60% of the rally route to be on private stage. Ours is at 82%, so I'm very happy about that.
Everyone in this room today, and to every driver that is going to take part in this weekend's showdown, welcome to the Voi Rally. What you will see this weekend is really the cherry on the cake, as these drivers and their crews have been spending lots of weeks preparing their cars, some of them shipping in specialized parts that are not locally available. We're also seeing a couple of new vehicles that will rally for the first time during this rally. So indeed, it is every driver's dream. The drivers will compete in one of the toughest hilly terrains that this country has to offer. The rally will be flagged off at the KCB Wundani branch on Saturday morning at 7 a.m. The KCB group is at the forefront in supporting motorsports in the country. And judging by the growing interest that the sport has gained over the years, the partnership has positively impacted this particular sport. We believe in nurturing talent and in partnering with like-minded people and organizations that change the lives and the experiences of the people that we interact with.
That has been the update on KCB Voi Rally Championship, and now we want to remain with matters to do with Safari Rally, but feature one person who has been there for so long. This is none other than Job Njiru. He's in charge when it comes to matters to do with Safari Rally in KCB, but he has his own story as well and a different experience with rallying. Have a look.
But my journey started in 2010, and I rallied with a gentleman called Shaza Anwar, and that's the son of the legendary Azza Anwar. And Shaza and I actually built our very first car ourselves. It took us about 3 years or so to build the pickup that was called Makmende, the Mchuzi Mix, during that time. And 2010 is when we made our debut. And funny enough, on the first rally ever, or the first season ever, we were the only crew to finish all the 8 rallies of the Kenya National Rally Championship. It was only Shaza and myself and Alistair Kavanagh. We were the only guys who had 8 out of 8 finishes that year.
Well done. What inspired you to start rallying from the first place?
I think being out in the village and watching the cars zoom by, during the days of the real Safari Rally, that was every boy's dream. And for me, I don't just live at dreams. I try and make my dreams a reality. So having watched those fast cars and watching the Joginder Singhs, the Patrick Njirus, the Sheikh Kametas of this world, I said that one day I will sit in that rally car. And that's where the dream started. And the only way to do it was to start building our own car and get into the championship.
Maybe that could have been your highest moment, but now let's look at the other side, your lowest moment in rallying. What can you remember, where you are like, am I really into the right thing? Have you ever had your lowest moment in rallying?
Well, I think my lowest moment was actually this year. Missing out the Safari Rally was for me quite a career low, because I've actually taken part in over 5 Safari Rallies and finished all of them. So not being ready to take part in this particular Safari Rally was particularly depressing, for me.
What's the difference between being a rally driver and being a navigator? Now, Abdul Sidi has been rallying for the last 3 decades. And in his interview, actually, he advised young people to be navigators rather than being rally drivers. Why? You need to listen to this.
I always try and encourage people to be navigators, because I personally, throughout my career, I've been a navigator. You understand? To be a navigator, you need to be brainy. You're the eye and the brain of the whole team. The driver, we regard them, without their experience and all that, they're stupid and they're blind. They will not go forward without me telling him, go. Go into that big mud hole. I don't care whether your car is expensive or not. It's my instructions because they're on the notes. So the navigator is a commander in the car. As a navigator, it's all here, not in the pocket. As a driver, it is here, in the pocket. Because, like I said, to buy a rally car, if you look at the Ford Fiesta, it's 25 million. Okay? You look at the Evo 10, it's 12 million. Not that there are no cars that are cheaper than that. You've got the 2-wheel drives, the Toyota Runex and Toyota Corollas and the VWs, which you can buy for 1 million and prepare. But that is not the end of the story. Once you bought the car, you now need to maintain. It's like having a girlfriend. Go to the restaurant, have coffee, breakfast, whatever, and we go. Get married, then you have to buy sugar, you have to buy milk, you have to pay rent, everything on daily business. So with a rally car, every rally you enter, you must be prepared to spend money. A shock absorber of Evo 10, one suspension, is 300,000 shillings. You got 1.2 million. You can buy 3 wheels. You understand? Then you need to have spares because they may break. Tire and rim 50,000. 1 liter of F-gas fuel gives you 2.5 kilometers. Your car gives you 18 kilometers. Yeah? That is the difference. So you need to be a rich driver to, in my case, over 25 years of rallying, I spent 1,000 bob.
Enough of Safari Rally. Now let's take a short break, but remember we have a lot that is lined up for you because Kenya Premier League continues this weekend and we have quite a number of matches that are lined up for you. We'll tell you who is playing who and on which day and time.